Hello, it's Laurie Blomer here with this week's card pull for spiritual reflection and spiritual inspiration. It is Sunday, June 8th, 2024. I can't believe we're almost half done this year, and it's been quite an amazing year. And I hope it's been an amazing year for you as well. As those of you who've been following along know, and by the way, those of you who are new to watching this, welcome. And a little orb just went by. You might have seen that in back of me. How cool is that? I love when that happens. Okay, where was I? I like to pull a card for spiritual reflection and spiritual inspiration as sort of a helpful lens through which to observe our experiences for the week, for the purpose of spiritual growth and just evolving as human beings. There's certain favorite go-to decks, admittedly, that I have, and this week I'm actually going back to one that I love, and it's funny because I love this one enough that I gave it away. I've given away probably 4 of these over the course of the last couple of years just because someone really loves the deck. I'm like, here, take it, I'll get a new one. So it's this one. It's Denise Linn's Sacred Traveler Oracle cards. I really love this one. It's a beautiful deck, beautiful imagery, but also it's true to the concept of journey, which is something that is very much a part of traditional tarot, which is the idea that life is a journey and that the gold to be mined is in the experiences, I arguably more so than for the outcomes or the destinations themselves. So anyway, that's the deck I'm working with. Probably notice I've been shuffling here as I've been talking. So my intent is to pull a card for spiritual reflection and spiritual inspiration for both myself and anybody who's watching. I'll share with you what jumps out to me by way of inspiration and reflection, but obviously, and something I always mention here is what's most important is your own interpretation. So you take from this what speaks to you, which may or may not have anything to do with how the card speaks to me. So I'm going to pull a card now. I always pull some from the center because it's just the thing that I do after shuffling. I shuffle until it feels like I've really connected with the energy of my query, and then my soul is kind of sincerely connected and in the moment and giving it its attention, if you will. So, all right, one more just for good measure. There we go. Ooh, one popped out. We call these jumpers or volunteers. So I'm going to see what my volunteer is here. Haha, begin now. Speaking of journeys, take a look at this message. I love this. Take your first step. Well, again, we're arguably approaching in on half done the year, but that doesn't mean we only have one journey that started with the beginning of the year, and there aren't many journeys and many steps along the way. So I really love this. It's a beautiful image. Begin now. So let's see here. I had kind of a major milestone this year, so just speaking personally on how I interpret this, you go with your own interpretation. We have a beloved family member, my daughter, who got married at the end of last month, and there was a lot of activity that leads up to a wedding, obviously, and as her mom, I was involved in that, and it was a beautiful experience. But she's now in a new chapter of her life with her partner and my beloved son-in-law. And that also means, with that having occurred, my husband and I were talking about the fact that it kind of opens up a new chapter for us as well, meaning redirecting our attention to other things in our lives and other things we want to do. And there are a few things I want to work on. Some are personal, some are professional, but it's been a few weeks since this wedding, and a little bit was sort of catching my breath and kind of getting things organized, catching up on email, but I've also started teaching some classes in June. But these other things that I wanted to get to haven't quite gotten to. So I think with this week, what I'll do is focus on what I can begin now. What's ready to begin? Take some first steps, send a few emails, make a few calls, get some balls rolling here on things I'm interested in. What I really love about this journey is that it's a beautiful one. This beautiful setting, and yes, there are hills, but there are also valleys after them. And we've also got what looks like either a sun setting or a sun rising, and of course, both happen when we begin something, right? I love the fact that there's a beloved person sending this guy on his journey. Again, it's a beautiful setting. Looks a lot like this time of year here in the Northern Hemisphere, which is summer, where things are beginning to green up and the journey continues. So it's a good thing. This is a begin now on something that's good, something that's a celebratory, because again, we've got people here in the foreground who are sending them on their way, well wishing them. And we've got this guy who's ready to take his journey. He's got his walking stick or his staff. He's got a bag packed. He's ready to go. So whatever this is for you, it means this is a good time to start. You're ready to do it. The conditions are right to do it, and you're being sent off by love, with love and respect. We might even argue that this rather large being here in the foreground may not be a person. It could be a guide, it could be an angel, it could be a loved one in spirit who's also saying hello and encouraging you on whatever this next step of the journey is. So I think this is a great message. And there you go. That's my take. Again, honor whatever jumps out to you. I'm going to post a picture. You'll be able to see as you pause the video, for example, you'll see a clear image of the card. Would love to hear from you. Would love to work with you. My name's Laurie Blomer. My website is laurieblomer.com. It's 10, Blomer. My email address is laurieblomerpsychic@gmail.com. And check out my website. I have events and classes that I'm offering now and that I will be over the course of the summer. I would love to see you at some of them. And again, would love to work with you individually. As always, I hope you have a really inspired week and have some fun. Beginning now, getting started in that next thing. Thanks for watching.